So guys, listen, we ready to get started right now. I know everyone's super fired up. I know everyone's super ready. In fact, if you guys are ready for the sauce that's about to be dropped, I want you guys to drop a 222 in the chat box. Right quick, 222. Jeez, you guys are fast, you know. You guys are fast. Listen, I know 100% after this call, everyone's about to go next level because the value that's about to be dropped today, I'm telling you right now, right? It's about to be a game changer. It's about to be a game changer. You guys know we've got a very special guest, sorry, on this call. But before I even introduce that person onto the call, I'm actually going to share some value. I'm going to share some nuggets. I'm going to share some words of kind of development for you guys, right? But before I even do, I actually want to do an exercise that David and Minite actually done with us at the P1000 Plus kind of leadership meeting, and I want to kind of add a spin on it because what he said, right? And I want you guys to be 100% real because this is a call where if you interact and you allow yourself to learn and you allow yourself to actually plug in, you're going to be able to go next level because I'm going to really be getting into you guys' heads, right? So the first and foremost thing, that way you want to be, right? Maybe you're not a six-figure trader yet. Maybe you're not, I don't know, your healthy self yet. Maybe like whichever area of your life, right? I want you to really answer in the chat box, right? Why is it that you're not there yet? Why is it that you're not a six-figure trader yet? Why is it that you're not a seven-figure, not being able to travel the world yet? Just drop what is it that's holding you back? What is it that has got you not where you want to be yet? I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to just start dropping that in the chat box because after I'm really gonna read these and I'm really gonna give you guys the cure, the same cure that David and Minite gave us, and it was really eye-opening when he said it, right? Fear of taking risks. Okay, cool. More rolling in. I'm waiting for more reasons why you guys aren't successful yet to roll in. Drop it in the chat box. Don't be shy. Excuses, lack of focus, being good at many things. Because I haven't been using the 10x rule. She's my guy Derek. Fear, self-doubt, right? Need to work harder. Procrastination, demotivated by failure, right? Closing prospects, so you're not able to close prospects. Fear, risk, right? More. Keep the rolling. I want to know because I'm going to be handling every single one of you guys. I'm going to be giving you guys the cure, like the source that's gonna really take, like, it's going to show you guys exactly how you're going to be able to handle every single one of these things. Okay, cool. Lack of planning, closing prospects, not wanting to hurt my family with my drive, who I surround myself with 100%. Okay, cool. The source. All right, so listen, guys, the cure to every single one of these problems that you guys are having, whether that's because, I don't know, some of you guys you're saying that you're not the level of success that you want to have because you don't have the time, or because you're not consistent enough, or because of yourself, because you're not executing enough, you're not putting enough work, the people you're surrounding yourself with, or it's because you're scared, you're scared of risk. It's because of all these different things, right? But I want you to really realize and understand that, cool, most of these things that you're telling me are about yourself. Like, most of them are about, okay, cool, it's because I'm not doing this, or it's because I'm not doing that, or it's because I'm not this kind of person, because I'm too shy, because I'm too scared, because I'm not consistent enough, right? What I want you guys to really realize and understand is that the only reason you're not consistent enough, the only reason you're not persistent enough, the only reason you're scared is because you keep believing that you're scared, because you're telling yourself that you're scared. You're telling yourself that you're not that kind of person that's being consistent. You're telling yourself that you're not that person that's able to close prospects. You're telling yourself that you're not that person that is able to plug into IMO TV every single day. You're telling yourself these things, but the reality of it is that because you're telling yourself these things, that's why that's coming into your fruition. That's why those are the results that you're getting, right? Simply because what you're speaking is exactly what you're going to be behaving, right? And that's what I want you guys to really understand, is the fact that what you believe about yourself will determine how you live, right? I want you guys to write that down as well. What you believe about yourself will determine how you live. What you believe about yourself will determine the exact way that you're going to operate on your day-to-day life. And do not sleep on this, right? Like, really truly, do not sleep on this. Like, anything that's going on in your life, don't allow that to be something that's actually going to cause you not to be successful, because the only way that you're going to be successful is for you to realize that all of these things in the background, all of these things that you're thinking, right? And the way that you think is what you're actually going to manifest in your life, right? Because you guys understand that whatever you focus on will expand. So the more you're focusing on the idea that you're procrastinating too much, the more you're focusing on the idea that you're not consistent enough, or all of these different things that you guys wrote in the chat box so that you guys were kind of too scared to write in the chat box, so you just kept it in your head, right? But it was in your head, right? All of these things, 100%, they're changeable. You just got to stop thinking that way, right? What you need to do is you need to change the way that you view yourself. Change your self-identity, because as soon as you change your self-identity, as soon as you start to see yourself as the person that you need to be, you will become that person, right? In fact, think about it right now. Think about, who do you want to be? Because look, I really want you guys to understand the fact that you can become that person instantly, right? But before I even break that down, right? Think about it right now. Who exactly do you want to be, right? Who exactly do you want to be? Like, what is your ideal person, right? What kind of person do you need to be in order to be chairman? What kind of person do you need to be in order to be a seven-figure trader? What kind of person do you need to be in order to achieve these goals and aspirations that you have? Do you need to be someone that's confident? Do you need to be someone that is not scared? Do you need to be someone that is consistent? Do you need to be someone that is hardworking? I want you guys to understand, right, that you can decide to be this person right now, right this second. In fact, no, not even you can. You have decided right now, as you're listening to my voice right now, you're making this decision right now that you are that kind of person. Those characteristics that were just in your mind, as I said, who do you want to be? From now on, you are that person, right? Make that decision. Make that decision that you're that person. And no more are you that person that's been procrastinating. No. You're not a procrastinator. Cool, you procrastinated in the past, but notice that you procrastinated. The more you say something like, oh, I'm a procrastinator, or oh, I'm not consistent, you're giving yourself that identity. Say, oh, I used to procrastinate. Oh, I was procrastinating back then. It's something that you were doing rather than it being someone that you are, right? Because when you can understand that, that's how you're going to be able to unlock your true potential. Because now, if you're saying to yourself, listen, I'm actually someone that is consistent. I'm someone that is a hustler. I'm one of the hardest working people I know. Listen, I'm not fear. I don't have any fear, right? I'm not scared, right? I don't know. I'm a beast. Like, I'm so consistent, plugging into IMO TV every single day. All of these things, all of these characteristics that you know that you wanted to have, decide to have them, right? And for those of you guys who maybe you struggle to be able to, I don't know, kind of build that into your mind, because at the end of the day, the reality of it is this, right? Your subconscious mind is so much more powerful than your conscious mind. I'm about going into too much detail, right? Just understand that you got to be able to program your subconscious mind, because it's all fun and games you thinking right now in this second, in this moment, that, okay, cool, I'm going to be more consistent. But if you haven't programmed that into your subconscious mind, you won't be consistent. I'll be real with you, because your subconscious mind is going to overpower you, because your subconscious mind is the mind that has seen the way that you've behaved in the past, seen the way that you haven't been consistent, and it's not going to necessarily listen to you. It's not going to necessarily listen to your conscious the conscious thoughts that you're saying, okay, cool, you know what, I am going to be consistent. So you need to program your subconscious mind. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you just one way. There's so many ways to do this. I'm going to tell you one or two ways that you can do this. Number one is through the principle of auto-suggestion, which is spoken about in Think and Grow Rich. I learned this from David and Nita as well. It's the fact that you need to repeat to yourself on a day-to-day basis that person that you want to be, right? So if you want to be that person that's consistent, if you want to be that person average levels, if you want to be that person that, I don't know, that is eating healthy, right? Start to tell yourself, listen, I'm a healthy eater. Listen, I go to the gym every single day. I don't. Listen, I don't know, I'm consistent. Listen, I'm a beast trader, right? As you start to tell yourself these things, right? As you start to tell yourself every single day that you're consistent, that you're a hard worker, whenever you start to do things that are out of line with that, guess what? You're going to go back to actually doing what you're saying you're doing every single day. I'm using an analogy for you to really illustrate this point, right? Yeah, the power of auto-suggestion. That's exactly what I said. So this analogy, look, listen to this, right? You know how you have a thermostat, right? In a thermostat in a house. Let's say, for example, you had a thermostat in a house and it was set to, I don't know, 30 degrees, right? That's quite hot, but 30 degrees, right? Let's say, for example, the doors were open and cold air came in. A lot of cold air came in. Guess what? Your thermostat is going to regulate the temperature of the house back to that 30-degree level, right? So I want you to realize that the way you view yourself, your self-identity is like the thermostat in that house, right? Reason being because regardless of how you may think or external things, you're always going to go back to acting the exact same way as you view yourself. right? As an example, let's say, okay, cool, let's go back to the same example of like that a lot of people are saying that you're not being consistent, right? If you view yourself as not being consistent, or you view yourself as not being a hard worker, and this is something that I've done so many times in the past, I view myself as, oh, I'm not that person that actually works hard, right? So then the moment I start to work hard, right, guess what? I work hard for a little bit, but that's outside of my temperature. That's not my normal temperature, because that's not the self-identity that I had set for myself. So guess what happens? I start to self-sabotage. I start to think, oh, actually, I'm not a hard worker. Remember, I'm not a hard worker. Then I start to make excuses. Then I go back to that old level of work ethic that I didn't want. On the flip side, when I start to say, you know what, I am a hard worker. You know what, I am consistent. You know what, anything I say is done. Anything I commit to, I actually execute, right? As soon as you start to say that, you start to feel uncomfortable if you don't keep up with that. Because remember, you're always going to bring yourself back up to that internal thermostat that you actually have for yourself. So let's say, for example, now you're saying, you know what, I'm a hard worker. You know what, I never give up. I never, ever, ever, ever give up. Listen, I finish what I start. At the moment that you feel like you're going to give up, at the moment you feel like you're going to quit, at the moment you feel like you're not going to go to the next level, you're going to be like, hold up, no, this isn't my eternal thermostat. Automatically, without you thinking, because it's in your subconscious mind now, you're automatically going to go back to that level of work ethic that you actually know that you have inside of yourself, right? And I want you guys to really understand that concept. In fact, write down that person that you want to be. Write down, listen, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, right? And start to say that on a day-to-day basis. Think about the person you want to become, and don't even think about it anymore as the person you want to become. Think about it now as the person that you actually are, right? Because when you realize that, I'm telling you right now, everything starts to elevate. Everything starts to elevate to the next level, right? And cool, that's one thing that I really wanted to speak about today, right? That I really wanted to speak about the power of the subconscious mind. I really wanted to speak about the power of your self-identity. There's so much more detail that I could go in on that topic, but I want to speak about one more thing as well before I bring on the next speaker. So I don't want to spend too much time speaking about it. I'll speak about it another day. But the other thing I really wanted to speak about is other people's opinions, right? Because I feel like so many of us, we get tied in to the way that other people see us, and a lot of us, we let that hold us back, right? In fact, the fact of the matter is that so many times people don't achieve the level of success that they want to achieve simply because they've decided to listen to what other people have said to them. They've decided to listen to doubters. They've decided to listen to haters. In fact, real quick, before I even move on to speaking about that, I just want to kind of do a checkpoint and just double check that I'm making sense to you guys. So if you guys understood what I was saying about the subconscious mind, and you understood what I was saying about your self-identity, and you feel like that really added some kind of value, just drop a 777 in the chat box so that I know that I'm not just speaking waffle, and I know that you guys are actually receiving some kind of value from this. Okay, perfect. So we got some sevens. Perfect. So when it comes down to it, going back to the idea of people's opinions, right? Understand that not only do people's opinions not pay your bills, but the fact of the matter is that sometimes people just don't understand, right? Sometimes people just don't understand your vision, right? Like you may have people doubting you, but you got to realize, like, one thing I see so many people do is let's say, for example, you're that person who's not going to let opinions affect you, but you're that person who, you take these opinions, cool, use them for inspiration, you level up. But then when you level up, you start to get a certain level of ego, and you start to act like you're better than these people that were doubting you before, right? That's one thing I really want to kind of address real quick. Like, even though people are doubting you, even though people are hating on you, even if people are being disrespectful, personally for me, when someone's doubting me, when someone's hating me or something, I just feel sorry for them, because at the end of the day, it's that negativity that's holding them back. And let's say, for example, someone's doing something to you that is disrespectful. One of my boys was telling me the other day about how he's in IMO, and he got added to a group chat or something like that, where everyone was just hating. Like, they literally created a group chat just to spread hate to him, right? Most people, they would have given up at that point. They would have been like, oh man, like literally, like, they would take pictures of him and they'll be like, oh, it's the iMarket Live guy, all that kind of stuff. Imagine that level of negativity. Imagine how you would deal with that. But this individual, he didn't let that hold him back, right? Now he's a beast trader. When I told you, he was telling me about how he just made 4 figures casually the other day just from trading. But imagine if he gave up at that stage when no one believed in him. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be at the position that he's in today. Not only the position that he's in today, but the position that he's actually about to get to, right? But really and truly, guess what? He's not that person that's saying to these guys, oh man, like I'm so sick now, blah, blah, blah. I was telling him, listen, like make sure 100% that when you see these guys, don't have a level of ego towards them or anything like that, because realize that it's just the fact that they were like, something was wrong with their mind. That's the way I see it. If someone's putting that kind of negativity to you, imagine the kind of mental place that they have to be in to be able to make a group chat just to hate on you. Like they have to have some mad things going on in their life. So I just feel sorry for them, because you know where you're going, you know the potential that you have, you know the blessings that you have. So just kind of take those blessings in and don't focus on the negativity, focus on the abundance. Because the more you focus on the negativity and the more you focus on, oh, this guy's hating, I'm gonna prove him wrong. Oh man, like look, now I've made it. Look at you, man. Look at you, you're broke, blah blah blah. You should have joined. No, forget that, man. Like just keep it 100, man. Let them join IML and just help them. Like understand that they just weren't in the right mindset at the right time, and understand that cool. Now they've been able to develop. Now they've been able to grow. See what I'm saying? So I want you guys to really understand that. But the other thing as well is for the people that are struggling to even deal with negative opinions, and for you guys that really want to know how can I kind of just ignore these opinions, it's just realizing again that these people, they just don't understand what you understand. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they don't know. They don't know where you're going, right? But you just got to know 100% that you know where you're going, because you're in a community right now where you're blessed. You're blessed to know so many people who are absolutely crushing it when it comes down to this thing. So there's no reason for you to doubt yourself by focusing on those negative people. Don't focus on those people that are trying to hold you back. Focus on the people that are trying to bring you up. Because so many times, but because as humans, we're just so used to focus on negativity. Why? It's because previously, like if you look back in like historical times, that was kind of what we needed to do. We needed to always focus on negativity so that we can know, okay, cool. Let's say, I don't know, your friend just got eaten by a lion. You know, okay, cool, like I need to make sure I'm avoiding lions. You need to focus on the negativity. But right now, we're not in that society. Right now, we're in a society where we can actually focus on the positivity, because the positivity is actually what's going to serve us. So just don't give attention to the negativity. Focus on the positivity, because that's what's really going to help you excel, right? But with that being said, I hope that kind of added value to you guys, right? But what I want to do real quick, I don't want to spend another minute speaking. I hope I added value, as I said, but I want to bring on the next speaker, right? Because this next person, if I, shit, yo, no, you know what, nah, I don't even know if you guys are ready. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? If you guys are even ready for me to even speak about the next speaker, not even bring her on yet, but speak about the next speaker, I want you to drop an 8, 9, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to drop madness. Like I want you to drop absolute madness in the chat box right now. Like yo, if there's not enough madness dropped, I'm not even gonna bring on anyone, right? Because you guys don't deserve it. Because at the end of the day, right, you guys got to understand the value that you're about to receive right now, right? The value that you're about to receive right now, because the person I'm about to bring on, she's someone who absolutely inspires me to next levels, right? She's someone who really and truly, she's one of the few people who, she'll be on my case sometimes. Sometimes I'll be slacking, she's like, yo, listen, get outside your comfort zone. Do this, do that, do that, do that. And I really have to say 100% I appreciate her so highly for that, because there's not many people, right, who are actually willing to kind of do that. You know what I'm saying? There's not really many people who are willing to say, listen, you need to step up, you need to get better, because so many people, they feel uncomfortable to do that kind of stuff. But when you've got someone that has genuine love for you in that kind of way, where they're able to say, you know what, you need to fix up, you need to work on this, you need to work on that. That's the kind of person that I genuinely appreciate. So I have so much love and respect for the person I'm about to bring on, right? But before I even bring her on, I want you guys to realize that she is someone who not only is she going the extra mile for her team, right? Like I know most of you guys are in a team right now, right? But not only is she going the extra mile for her team, but she's going the extra mile for every single person around the whole company, right? She's moving international here. I heard she's going to Dubai with what, China Bentley, Chairman 50 or something. Like she is making absolute boss lady moves in this scene. I know she's about to wrap up Chairman, not only Chairman 10, but Chairman 100, Chairman 250, Chairman 500. Not only that, I know she's crushing in trading. She's literally the perfect example of the fact that there are no excuses to not win in any side of this business. And she's a perfect example of the fact that when you serve people, you get served yourself. So listen, without further ado, I want to really bring on to the call Mrs. Nikki Knows Now, my auntie Nikki, right? Let's drop some 7s in the chat. Let's drop some 8s in the chat. Let's drop some love hearts in the chat. And let's just show love, man. Make sure you're taking notes. So Nikki, on to you. Take it away, man.
Woo! Let's go! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Yes! I just want to say, hey love you. You are the little brother that I never had. I love to just annoy you. I love the way you annoy me, but you are so clever. You see, some people can misunderstand your funny, quirky, chirpy, everyday kind of fun character and forget that you're smart. You have knowledge so far above your years. You are like one of the wise men that went to go and visit Jesus. I love you so much. I'm telling you, young man, that you are going places. Anybody who is being mentored by this young man right now, if you are not leveraging him, if you are not stepping to the plate to understand that you have a king in the midst, you have a man that is so far beyond his years that I can't even imagine how he's going to be when he hits 35, 40. Jesus, oh my God, I'm so blessed to be connected with a man called the real Shai. I'm telling you, bro, I'm proud of you. Yes, I cuss you sometimes because I know the potential that you have when you really put your mind to things and you apply yourself mighty heavenly. You are a beast in these streets, and I cannot wait to be celebrating you hitting at chairman. So I want you to blow up this group chat for my boy. Yes, my boy, my little nephew, my little brother, the real Shai. Didn't he kick us off so nicely? You know, really understanding as you think that's who you are, really getting deeper into who you should be. So my kind of subject or my topic to take over from Shai is all about expanding the vision and really understanding why you're in this opportunity. Because some of us come in this opportunity one way, but if you leave the same way, there's something really wrong. If you're not growing, if you're not developing, if you don't understand the potential that you have in this opportunity, you are literally missing the bag. And I want every single one of us on this call right now to understand what we have available to us so that we can really tap in. Because Shai says something really powerful there about the mind. You know, whatever you think about has to come to pass. Whatever you think about has to happen. So what are you thinking about every single day? What are you thinking about? What is on your mind when you wake up? What's on your mind when you go to bed? What's on your mind? What's around you? Now, I'm not at home at the moment, but if I was at home, you'll be able to see completely my whole living room has been taken over by my goal. Right now, you all know the goal is Chairman 10, which I'm about to smash through for all of us in the UK to let us know that it is indeed possible. But what are we talking about here? Visualizing, because it materializes. But once you visualize, let's not get it twisted that all you have to do is think about your goal, think about your goal, think about your goal, and it happens. Guess what, guys? You have to actually do something. You have to get up off your butts and go and do something in order to achieve your goal. There is no way that staring at a piece of paper saying I am chairman and singing I am chairman every single day is going to get you to your goal. No way on this earth. You have to get up and you have to do something. But the first thing I want you to understand is why you're doing this. You see, most people didn't wake up in the morning and say, you know, when they were first born or when they were 18 and say, I want to be a Forex trader. I know I didn't. I always wanted to sing, but if you hear me sing, you probably will tell me to stick to trading, right? Sometimes what we want is not what it's all about. Sometimes we're going for the vision. We're going for what it is that's going to give us the freedom, give us the time that's going to enable us to be able to do what it is that we're designed to be on this planet, right? So what is it that we have in iMarkets Live that enables us to really step outside our comfort zone and grab the bag? Because let me get this right with you. I do not know, and I've been saying it today at the home event, I do not know a rich employee. I don't know a wealthy employee. Who out there, can someone put in the chat box to me the richest employee that you know? Because I'm really struggling. You know, we came up with brain surgeons. That's probably the richest employee that we potentially could think of. Anyone got any advances on a brain surgeon? Who are the richest employees? How much does Mark Carney earn? Someone put Mark Carney. Who are the richest employees? Not sure. Someone can Google that whilst we're on the call. Who are the richest employees? CEOs, right? And how much do CEOs earn? What's one of the biggest things? Because let's be real here, okay? The average everyday person is not going to be a CEO of a multi-millionaire company. The average everyday person is not going to be a brain surgeon, right? 150K, there we go, we've got a number there, thank you. 150K for the richest employee that we could think of here today on this call. Now, if we really think about it, that means if they were going to buy a house or if they were going to get a mortgage, potentially the house that they're looking at, we've got 800,000 investment bankers, 300,000, 6 to 7 figures, okay? Average employees, we're talking a year, I'm sure, 500,000 a year, 150K a year, right? How likely is it that the everyday person is going to be able to hit the highest employee bracket? And I don't know about you, but the highest employee bracket that we got so far, 800,000 a year, that's not enough for me. That's not enough for me. So guess what? We have to come to the conclusion that we're not here to be employees. We have to grab the bag for ourselves. We have to know that there is more to life than being an employee. Now, I'm not telling you to do what I did, a year and a half ago and quit my job. What I'm telling you to do is to be focused so that you can be in a position where you can quit your job. Now, how do you do that? You use iMarkets Live to be able to help you. iMarkets Live is the vehicle to be able to help you. Yes, some of us are trading, absolutely fantastic. But let me tell you, those of you that know that I had a surgery, I was in hospital a few weeks ago. Now, when I came out of my surgery, I couldn't trade because I was still groggy. I took comfort in knowing that I had 5,000 coming into my account. I took comfort in knowing that I didn't need to trade. I took comfort in knowing that residual income tastes so sweet on my Skrill account when I'm shopping and spending it. I took comfort knowing that I got that extra little bit of small change coming through into my account. Who here on this call wouldn't mind an extra 5,000 coming in their sleep? Who wouldn't sleep a little bit more nicer knowing that 5,000's coming in their sleep? I know I do. Hey. So we have to understand, and the 10,000 is going to be even sweeter, ladies and gents. Residual income is beautiful. Now, for those of you that are turning away free money and think that, I'm just here to trade, you're not here to trade, you're here to create wealth for yourself and your family. You're here to change your life. You're here to not only just change your life, but your families, your generations' life, your future's life. So I want to help you to understand here that if someone didn't refer this opportunity to you, you wouldn't be in a position to say, I only want to trade. What's the vision? The vision is to be wealthy, healthy mind, healthy spirit, healthy soul. So I put it to you that you have an obligation to share this information. Oh, I should have been a rapper. You have an obligation to share this information. The real Shai, I'm learning from you, brother. So what do we do now? We need to step out of our comfort zones a little bit, go through our phone books and see who needs it. Now, some of us have got this opportunity a little bit twisted. We're looking for people who we think can do it. We don't look for people who we think can do it. We look for people who need it. There are some people out there that are broke and desperate, and we are running away from them because we think they can't afford it. The sheer fact that they can't afford it means they need it, and they're the people that we should be talking to. Find the people who cannot afford it. Find the people that are so broke that they hate their jobs every single day. Find them and tell them, sis, bro, I want to help you because I see you're struggling. I want to be able to give you something that's turning my life around, and I want to help you to create wealth. Now, I understand that this might be a stretch for you, but I promise you, if you invest in this and you follow me every step of the way, I'm going to teach you how to create wealth. I'm going to teach you some strategies that the rich teach their children, the wealthy teach their children. And now some of you need to understand the power of influence, because you're influencing every single day, whether it's be a negative or whether it be a positive, you are an influence. People are watching your stories. People are watching your Instagram. People are watching what you do, how you dress, how you comb your hair, how you apply your lipstick. People are watching every little detail about you. And I put it to you that the reason why people are not signing up with you is because they don't believe in you. Ouch, that hurt. They don't sign up with you because they don't believe in you. I had a lady that signed up just yesterday. She said, I'm signing up because you look rich and I want to be like you. Now, I dress every single day. Even if I'm going to the corner shop, I got my Gucci dress on and I'm walking down to the shop because I never know who I'm going to meet. Every single day, you dress like you're meeting the millionaire prospect that's going to blow up your business. Every single day, you talk, you walk, you act like you're about to go to the biggest meeting of your life because you are networking yourself. How many of you put a headscarf on, put on your what do you call it? All twisted. You got your bandanas or your headscarf, you got it all twisted. Your hair, look at Marion, I see how she's got hers like wrapped to the side, like all regal and all that, right? How many of us make the effort to comb our hair, put on some lipstick, get our nails done? Now, I'm not telling you to invest loads of money. And gents, you're not exempt. Shai, lately you've been combing your hair. I like that, brother, right? But we need to make sure that we're on point. We need to make sure we got the clean shave, we got the suit fitted. Sometimes you cannot be dressing how you feel. You have to dress like you are meeting that client that is going to be your chairman. Because we're out here changing the game, but people don't join with you because you don't look like you're financially free yourself. How do we dress when we're jumping out of bed and we've only got 5 minutes to go? Have some lipstick in your car, ladies, and put that lipstick on. Make sure you've got a brush in your car and you brush your hair. Put on a jacket. Put on anything that's not complimentary to how you should be looking, throw it in the bin. I see you, Yasmin. Show us that brush. Make sure that you have it available every single time. You're looking beautiful, honey. I see you rocking that polo neck, very chic. Right? We need to make sure that we're always looking like we are grabbing the bag 24/7. Do not dress how you feel. You feel tired? Doesn't matter anyway. Give yourself a slap in the face a few times, throw some water on there, and look like you are ready to grab the bag 24/7. This is not an employee mindset now. We understand that we are entrepreneurs and we grab the bag anywhere we are. Now, how many of you ladies, when you're going out, the single ones, say, oh my God, why is it that I always see people when I'm not looking great? That guy looks so buff and I was looking, so now we're not going to talk like that anymore because we're going to look good every single day. Every single day, we need to look like we are marketers. We need to look like we're making money. We need to look like we are living our best lives. So when we connect with people, they know who they're linking up with. Some of us need to reassess our wardrobe. Some of us need to stop wearing those shoes with the holes in it. Some of us need to make sure that those socks, yeah, man, I see you when you sit down, your socks, they've got all rubbery parts of the edges and the strings all hanging out. Fix up. Because you cannot be preaching financial freedom, but you look like you should be on the corner smoking a pipe or something like that, right? We need to look like we are we're the product of the product. Product to the product, and I don't even know where I get my examples from somewhere, so excuse me if someone smokes pipes, right? But you get the point that I'm trying to make, that we need to make sure that we look in the way that we are trying to understand that. Now look, if you're a trader on here, if you understand that trading the foreign exchange market is profitable, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat box. If you are trading and you're making money from trading, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat box. Some people aren't trading, some are just networkers, but if you're really, trading and making money, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat box. Okay, cool. So we've got some testimonies that this trading thing works. Just in case there's some people that think that trading doesn't work and trading doesn't pay, we have some people on this call that are trading and making money. I love to see you, Karen, on this call. Karen's only been in less than 2 weeks. She's already gone live and she's made some money. I'm right, Karen, aren't I? Tell the people, tell them, Karen, we ain't here to play games, right? So we know that this trading thing works. If you know that it works, why is it that some of us are not telling our friends? Why is it that some of us are not helping the people that we know are broke? You know they're broke. So why don't you tell them? One of the things I did to some of my friends is I phoned some of them. Reverse psychology, who wants to hear it? I phoned some of them and I said, look, let me tell you this one thing. I'm about to hit chairman. I'm about to make some serious money through Residual side, right? I can show you my trades. I'm trading and I'm making some serious money. All I want to let you know is I'm going to beg you one more time to join and fight for your freedom. If you say no, don't blame me. If you say no, it's fine. My conscience is clear. But when I blow up and you start seeing me blow up, I'm begging you not to tell me that I didn't beg you to join. I'm begging you now. Just say no so my conscience is clear. Tell me no now. Tell me no right now that you don't want to join so we can move on and be friends and you can be the broke one and I'll have the money. And then when we go away, you can't afford to go first class and I can. But just let me know that you definitely don't want to join right now and I'll never mention another word about it ever again. And you can stay broke. I don't mind. But I just want to tell my conscience one more time that I begged you to join. One of my friends said, hold on, tell me about it again. I said, oh, okay, cool. We've got an event. You need to come down. She joined. She's trading. Right? Some of us have given up on our friends too quickly. They're broke. They've got a broke mindset. Fight for them. Fight for them. Tell them it's working. Tell them you're making money. Let them know that you don't want them to suffer. You care about them. You're sorry that they're broke and you're really sorry, but you want to help them. And if they carry on doing the same thing, they're going to continue to be broke. Sometimes we give up too easy on those people that are close about us, and then we turn around and say, oh, they've got a broke mindset. They didn't work. How much have you fought for them? How much have you fought for them? We got the two Karens on the pool call, the Karen with a K and the Karen with a C, and both of them joined just over a week ago, and they're both live and they both made money. This is insane. It must be a Karen thing. Hey, Karen, I see you. I didn't see you before, but I see you now. You've just put in there. It's definitely working. It is working for you. I know. Right. So if it can work for Karen A and it can work for Karen with a little C and it can work with Karen with a K, why can't it work for our friends? Why can't it work for the friends that we know are broke? We give up too easy. Or we don't believe in the products ourselves. Some of us traders that are trading live and making money are selfish because you can't be bothered to tell someone, yes, the residual income is not as much as you're trading, but it's beautiful. When I had that surgery, I took the confidence knowing that I had the bag coming in every Friday and I didn't need to worry. Can you give an example on how to approach someone who's got financial problems? Very, very simple strategy that I use for people that have financial problems. I lean on their pain. So I ask them to tell me, what it is that they're currently doing. Okay, so I'm currently working in McDonald's, or I'm currently, working for a company. Okay, excellent. Okay, how is that working for you? How is that working for you? Do you have disposable at your income right now? £250, £300 every month? What do you buy yourself each month? To treat yourself. What do you do to treat yourself? One of the things I do is I like to get massages quite often, and I like to treat myself to 3 pairs of shoes per month, because that's the treat that I give myself. And I do like expensive shoes, but that's the treat that I give myself. So what is it that, what do you treat yourself each month? Well, I can't afford it. Because what do you mean you can't afford it? There's so many strategies out there to really help you. But if you're open to it, I can help you, but you really need to be open to making more money, because to be honest, you sound like you're in a bit of a financial crisis. You sound like you're in a bit of a financial crisis. And what I do is I see people in my network all the time that have come from positions like you, and now they're doing very well, but you have to be able to apply some of the strategies that we look at. Are you open to really changing your life? I mean, if someone's broke and they haven't got a little bit of money and you ask them, are they open to changing some things in their life? Are you prepared to give up an hour if it meant that you could make an extra 1,000 a week? Are you open to giving up an hour a day if it means that you can make an extra 2,000, 3,000 a month? They turn around and say no. It's like, well, I don't think I can help you. Enjoy McDonald's. But if they say yes, then it's like, okay, cool. I understand that you might need a bit of, a bit of support. So what I'll do is I'll help you. I'll train you for free. All you have to do is purchase some apps from a company. And that's the company that I use. And your apps cost around £250. Now, I get that that's going to be a little bit much for you, but I know somebody who's on 25,000 a month who sold his PlayStation. I know somebody who's on 100,000 a month who sold contents of his car because he was homeless. So now you have to decide, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice to turn your life around? Because you're going to give me the broke man's answer and tell me that you can't afford to buy the apps. But that's why you're broke, because that's the broke men's mentality. I want to help you to make rich decisions. I want to help you to get wealthy. You're going to have to go and find that £250. Go and find it. Go and find it, and I'm going to help you. And when I say go and find it and I'm going to help you, I mean you're going to have to listen to everything I tell you in order for you to make the bag, in order for you to get that money. Hope that makes sense. But the thing is, we have to be consistent. Some of us, and I know Shai touched on it a bit. Some of us, we do things well and then we stop. Some of us hit ranks. Some of us have been trading and doing things right and then we switch strategies. Some of us are doing things well, we get the results and then we stop. Why? If something has been working and it's been working well, why stop? Why stop doing something that's working well? Keep doing it. In fact, do more of it. Do more of what is working so that you get more results. It sounds like such a standard, straightforward thing to say, but I put it to you that we're lazy sometimes. We don't do the things consistently enough. Do the right things consistently every single day, and it's surprising that you will make, you'll see success pouring from you. But the fact is that we're lazy. Don't act as you feel, act as you must in order to do what it is that you want to do. I'll be honest with you, sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I can't, sometimes I ask myself, how can I get out of it? But then guess what? I have my vision board. So if I ever dare try to make a phone call and cancel a meeting, my vision board is right there. My mum's house is right there. My future goals are right there, that I can't quit on my goals. You see, my goals are more important than my excuses. And some of us pick our excuses over our goals, and you can't have both. Which one's more important, your goals or your excuses? Your goals or your excuses? The goal or the excuses? Oh, your excuses. Okay, that's why you're not where you need to be. Makes sense. So are we going to stop making excuses? Now, and let me tell you this, right? Because sometimes we talk and we say things and it makes people feel that they can't come forward. So I want to make a declaration. When I say goals over excuses, it doesn't mean that life doesn't happen. It doesn't mean that we don't feel down. It doesn't mean that we don't have bad days, right? But what it does mean is we don't stay in that bad way for too long. And how do we handle the bad days? How do we handle the bad things? What we do is we have a mentor that we can lean on. Now, we never vent down. So you're not going to call your team, your P150s, or the people that you brought in and go, oh my God, this business, I've had 12 people quit on me today and I just can't cope, I'm thinking of quitting. What are you doing? You're going to kill your entire business. You vent up. You contact your upline, you contact the person that joined you, and you speak to them and go, okay, give me some strategies. You're not moaning, you're just talking. Give me some strategies. I've got the little one, she's ill at the moment. I've got this happening, I've got that happening. Talk to me, give me some ideas on what I can really do. I'm really struggling at the moment, but can you give me some ideas? And then it's for the mentors to be professional enough to not say, oh, you're making excuses, but to say, okay, let's talk through it. How can I help you? What can I really do to assist you? We need to send the good news down and we vent up. That's the way we do it. We don't vent down because that's how you destroy your business. Some of us are confiding into people that potentially are people that can't even cope with the things that we're telling them because they have their own issues going on already. So you need to vent up, or you find somebody that's not in your organization that you trust, that you can speak to, that's not going to leak out your business. And then you can talk to them, and it doesn't have to be about the business. It could be private as well. Go to someone who's married if you're having problems in your relationship. Don't go to the single one that's had 8 different boyfriends in the last 8 months. You're not going to get the right advice from her. Go to the ones that are, are successful in the area that you want, and you say, hey, look, can you give me some tips? Can you really help me out here? And you've got to fight. When I connected with China, she didn't respond to me straight away. I bothered her, I bugged her, I got on her nerves, I tagged her into every single thing. I said, look, sis, notice me, hey. And when did she notice me? When I hit P1000, I think. It took time. Why would someone connect with you? What are you doing to enhance their credibility? Why would they want to talk with you? So some of us want to connect to bigger, better things, but we're not doing bigger, better things to get noticed. So we need to make sure that we're leveling up. We are an asset to somebody else, not a hindrance. Also, clean up your social media pages. Some of us have got some terrible things on social media that doesn't coincide with who we are. And I know I'm going a little bit off topic, but I just thought that one would drop right in neatly. And some of us, we think too small. Start thinking big. I heard someone today say, all I want to do is hit Platinum 150. I went, what? The goals chairman. Stop thinking about tomorrow, Platinum 150. We need to be thinking, right, I am sold out. So tell me about Platinum 150. Yeah, but it's been taking me ages. I've been on 2 and 3 for ages. All I want to do is hit Platinum 150. I said, look, the fact that you're thinking about Platinum 150 is the reason why you're not going to hit Platinum 150. Start acting like a chairman. All of a sudden, you start running through the ranks. We need to get our minds right. Start thinking big. Stop doing things. I dare someone on this call to speak to someone they have no business speaking to. Message someone on Instagram who you've been watching for months, you've been scared to say this business. Go and message them. Be bold. Be bold enough to speak to someone that you have no right to speak to. In your mind, you've been scared to approach them because you think they've got it like that already. You think that they're not going to say yes, so you haven't spoken to them. I dare you to speak to someone outside of your comfort zone. And you come with your posture held high because you know who you are. Just like what Shai said, you know who you are. You've got the confidence in who you are. Think big. Don't think as you are. Think how you're going to be in the future, and you claim it. And you start talking it over your life, and you start being it and acting it. There's one thing thinking it, writing it down. There's another thing doing it and being it. Being it and doing it well. And the last thing I'm going to mention before I get into the last bit is around staying plugged in. Staying plugged into the Zoom calls, staying plugged into the events. Some of us think that we've been to an event before, so we don't need to go to them again. Events stand for elevate vision and eliminate negative thoughts. You should be at every single event. You know why? Because it could just be one nugget from one millionaire or one six-figure earner who says something that you've never heard before, and that changes your entire business. You should be at every single event ready and hungry to take on knowledge and information. It's so vital that you're in the room with the right people. Who are you seated around? Who are you listening to? Who are your mentors? And your mentors don't have to be someone, who signed you up, or someone who is, around you every day. You can have an online mentor like I did with China at first. And I just studied her, watched her, and looked at everything she was doing. And it enabled me to be able to be myself. Who are you listening to? Who is the one that is giving you the motivation every single day? Are you listening to your motivation every day? Are you staying plugged in? Never miss an event, and promote events with all your people consistently. Consistently. And the last thing I'm going to say, and the last thing I'm going to do to wrap up right now, is the time is now. Tomorrow is not promised. Don't have the pain of regret. Stop putting it off until tomorrow. I hear so many people, and me, myself, I keep saying, when I come back from Dallas, I'll start my diet. I love food. I'm a foodie. Stop putting it off. Stop giving yourself another milestone. Stop giving yourself, I don't know if, I'm not going to mention her name, but I know we're about to pop a few P1000s, and, one of them said, I'm 5 away, so I'll have it done by the end of the week. I said, the end of the week? You mean the end of today? Why on earth are we extending the goal at 5 people? How long does it take to do a presentation? 20 minutes. Okay, so 20 minutes times 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. What's that, 2 hours? So you're 2 hours away from P1000 and you're telling me about Friday? We drag out the goal so much, and sometimes we even miss the mark because we're allowing it to go on and on and on and on and on. Some of you are 1 event away from a rank up. Some of you are 20 minutes away from Platinum 1000. Some of you are 20 minutes away from Chairman, and you don't even realize it because you're procrastinating. Do it today. You want to make that call? Oh no, it's too late. They won't answer. Call them. Oh no, it's too, I can't do it. I'll do it tomorrow. No, do it today. Do it today. Whatever it is, do it today. So I'm going to give you, a call to action, because I don't like to end these calls without giving you a little bit of homework. 3 things I want you to do. The first thing is social media. I love it so much. Leverage your social media. You've got a boy called Shai that is an absolute beast in the game. You should be leveraging him like crazy. Leverage him. Post him. Every call you come off, you should be screenshotting it and posting it and flaming it up. Let your people know you're connected to serious beasts in this game. I know we've got Marion on the call as well, same with her, and all the other leaders on this call right now. Who else do we have on here? Let's have a look. I see we've got Kumali on. I definitely see you, brother. You should be leveraging. Is Auntie Ann on? I think we've got Auntie Ann on. Yes, I see her in the chat box. Leveraging these leaders because they're making moves in the game, right? And you leverage them every single Zoom call. Oh, I see you, Billy girl. my homegirl Billy. We need to leverage every single leader because quite frankly, we've got the best in the game. We have the best in the game, but some of us aren't leveraging it. People will be looking at your Insta, you don't even know. So the first homework I want to give you is to up your leveraging. Leverage your leader, leverage every single Zoom call, leverage everything. And if you're not following them, you better start following them on Instagram. You should be following them, I hope. Right? And if you're telling me you don't have Instagram in this day and age, go open one. Very, very simple. Right? You're now marketers. You're marketing yourself. It's not about personal preference. It's not what you like. It's what's going to help you grab the bag. Second thing, practice. Write a script and practice your script. Practice your posture. Practice saying the words that you need to say. Practice. Write a script and practice it. Because that's how you're going to get confident in what it is that you want to do. If you're not confident in closing, practice your closing script. If you're not confident in saying who you are and your introduction, practice your introduction script. Practice. So, so important. That's the second one. And the third one, I want you to start setting out timelines for your day. Give yourself a target to do 3 to 5 things every single day that's going to help you to increase your pocket. And I'm not talking about mindset videos. I'm not talking about things that are just to help you. I'm talking actual things. It could be 5 phone calls a day, speaking to 5 strangers a day. It could be placing 5 trades a day. I want 5 actual things that's going to really help you, actions that you can do that's going to help you grow your bank balance. And I promise you, you do those consistently for 30 days, you will see that your business will literally blow up. Now, I want to see the people on this call that's fired up. We've got 3 minutes, 3 minutes until we end this call because I definitely got to go home. Can you give a tip other than mindset on how to wake up early? How to wake up early. Interesting. One of the tips that I used to use is to set my alarm clock and put it all the way on the other side of the bed where I can't just snooze it right next to me, and it forces me to get up. I've got an ensuite bathroom, so I can put it in there, and so I have to get up in order to turn it off. Far away. Set the alarm, but put it far away so you can't even snooze it. And then once you get up, stand up. Just stand up and just be grateful. I'm alive. I'm alive and I have my goals ready. And what you do is you put your goals on top of your phone before you go to bed. So when you get up to turn the alarm off, you see your goals there. There's no way on this earth you're going back to bed. Because then what you're doing is you're picking sleep over your future. One more question. And then we're going to close off. It's amazing how the mind can really make you do anything as long as you allow it to. As long as you allow it to. Feed your mind. Don't go back to your original vibration. Feed your mind. Feed your mind so that you can change, like really change. Don't go back. It's very easy to go back to your original state. It's the human condition. That's what we do. But if you can really focus and feed your mind, focus. Feed your mind and seek knowledge. Ask for information from your leaders. Seek knowledge and do what they tell you. Shai has a wealth of knowledge. And if you're really paying attention to what he says and if you listen to what he says, you'll actually go very, very far. But the problem is your leaders will tell you something and you won't listen. And some of us leaders need to do what we say as well because it's not easy doing it after you've been doing it for 1.5 years. I remember a month after I hit Platinum 2000, I forgot what phase 1 was. Because I was so busy taprooting everybody else, I forgot what phase 1 was. And I'm like, hold on, I can get personals. Whoa, my personals are going down. Went from 4,000 to 2,000, I started having a panic attack. Most people would be happy with 2,000 personals, 2,000 PRSV. But I wasn't. I realized that I was taprooting so much, I forgot about my personals. I had to get back in the game. So we all need mentorship. Even the leaders, we need mentorship. We need to be making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do. So it's 10 o'clock right now. I like to end on time because I think that time is money, and definitely we can now go and grab the bag. So I wish each and every one of you an absolutely amazing evening, morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I think we've got Trinidad on as well, so welcome there. But please, don't let this call be a motivational call that, notes are just on a bit of paper. Go and do something about it. Go and do something about it and let us know that this was worthwhile and that you really, really love this call, because you're now going to go away and you're going to implement what it is that's happening. Shai, my brother, I love you so much. You are the original OG. You're the original OG, and everyone is blessed to have you right now as their mentor, because I know you're riding for the peeps. You're riding for the team, and we love you so much. I want to say good night, God bless, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Stay wealthy and make wealthier decisions. Take care, people. Bye.